BeautyandtheStamper.blogspot.com. Hi beauties! Today I'm going to show you how I made this Thanksgiving card. Very quick, very simple. So what I want to do is I used the Daydreams medallion set. It comes with 2 boxes. I don't know how it comes in the new boxes, but I'm sure it's still 2. But this is what I used. So what I did is I grabbed this medallion here and I punched it. I'm sorry, I didn't punch it. I stamped it with some pumpkin pie on some Daffodil Delight cardstock. Then, using my Big Shots Framelits, the floral frames, I used this size that fits perfectly around that medallion there. Okay, so you may notice I am missing one, and the reason I'm missing one is because I used that to punch out just my pumpkin pie, just a plain sheet, and it came out like this. Okay, so these are with your Big Shot. If you purchase these great framelits, they are awesome. Makes life so much easier. I remember back in the day we had to use scissors and cut everything out. It's done with just a quick roll. So if you see on my original card, this is much too big for what I'm looking for. So I wanted it to be a little smaller so that it would fit, because see, I just think that's too much and not enough going on there. So what I did is I took my paper snips here and I just cut up the middle on each of these. After I did that, I just cut around, all the way around. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take either some Snail adhesive or Tombow glue or 2A glue pen, but this time I'm going to use my Tombow glue. So I'm just going to take it, I made some stamping errors here, and just put the Tombow glue right around here. Okay. I always make sure I seal it first so it doesn't dry. It's easier to open it once, use it while it's wet than multiple dry times. So I'm just going to go ahead and place these one over the other. So every time I'm going to do it in one direction. You want those because you will be able to see a little bit of the overflow, but to make it simple, you want that overflow to go the same exact way. So go in a clockwise or a counterclockwise direction, but always go the same direction. And continuing on all the way around, making sure that it's out about the same. You don't want to have one leaf way far out and the other leaf too close in. You want to keep them pretty symmetrical. Okay, and this fits perfectly around. And the last one here. Isn't that cute? So you're just going to let that dry, and then once it dries, there is a little bit here that I got on, and I just use this guy to get any excess glue off. It worked really nice. So I have this here. I'm going to let that dry. While it's drying, I'm going to make this centerpiece here. So what I've done is I've taken the Happy Thanksgiving from the Tags for You, and I'm going to go ahead and ink it up. And I don't want it to just be one solid color. That could be cute, but I want it to have a little bit of other color in there. So I'm going to take my Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to completely ink that up because it is the lightest color. Okay, my next step is I want to make sure I get some pumpkin pie in there. So I take my pumpkin pie and I take one of my sponge daubers and I just ink that up, and then kind of just lightly go where I want some of that. A little bit on the edges there. Then I'm going to take my early espresso, and I'm going to do the same thing to give it a little bit of that chocolate color in there. Again, I take my dauber, ink it up in there, and then kind of go across. Okay, after that's done, I'm going to take some Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to let my breath on it, so I'm going to huff. It's what it's called. And what that's going to do is get the ink re-inked again, you know, a little bit more wetness. So straight down and up. Isn't that cute? So fall colors. And then of course I'm going to get my punch again. It matches up perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and punch that out. Now this Tombow glue dries so fast, so it's already done. I'm going to take my Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm going to take my dimensionals and put a couple of dimensionals there. And stick that right in the center. And then I have a great medallion to go on the card. So I'm not going to take the time to build this card because you guys know what you're doing, but I just took some early espresso cardstock at 8.5 by 5.5, scored it at 4 1/4, and then I just had some of this ribbon that I had just gotten from Michael's, cut it to size. I glued it down again with the Tombow glue very lightly, and once it dries it won't stick. Then I took some more glue dots, put them all on the back, and gave that another bit of a lift. After that, I did take some of the candy dots, this one in pumpkin pie to go with the pumpkin pie, and just put a few across there for a little bit of added detail. Alright beauties, I hope you like my Happy Thanksgiving medallion card. For more information, visit my website, BeautyandtheStamper.com. Thanks beauties, and have a great day. Bye! For more tips and techniques, visit BeautyandtheStamper.blogspot.com.